Good morning and welcome to the GFGA Today. I'm your host, Nate, the commissioner of the GFGA, the Grown Folks Golf Association. And I'm glad that you are tuning in today. We want to spend a little time with you and catch you up with where we are in our season number 3. Things are moving very, very quickly. We want to make sure that we do some catching up. We are in tournament number 6 of season number 3, our second major. And man, I can't wait to recap this one. As you can see with the scores on the side, it is not pretty. It is a tough one out there, but we're not really here to talk about that one. Let's talk about tournament number 4 and number 5. Let's get over to our season schedule and catch you up with exactly what all has been going on here in the GFGA. So, tournament number 4 concluded 2 weeks ago. Sorry, things have been crazy and I haven't been able to recap much. But let's look at the end of the event of how things ended. This was at Littlebrook Manor. There was 8 different people. I actually finished third, which is one of my better tournaments that I've had. But Mo and Zip doing the thing up there at the very tippy top. -37, -34. Mo shot 57, 61, 64, and 61. Unbelievable how well he played to finish -37. Excuse me. Too much coffee this morning. Ziploc finished in second place, just 3 strokes behind him, but finished strong. Started with a 59. Second round was a little rough with a 65, if you could call the 65 rough, but then finished with 63.59 for a very strong finish and finished second place in the tournament. Pointers comes in third. He's been playing really hot lately. You'll see in the next tournament. He's really pushed his game up. 62-64. It was the third round that got him at 68 and then finished with a 63 for a -23. And I was able to tie him with a -23, 62, 63, 66, 66. This was a fun course. I guess you would call it fairly easy. The greens were not as brutal. All of us had really good scores. Pootie T and Scott finished with a -21, 64, 63, 65, 67, 61, 69, 64, 65 respectively for those two guys. And then Clyde, who has yet to find his groove, really those last 2 rounds were tough on him. He started with 62, 62, and then the wheels kind of fell off. 68, 73, which kind of hurt him in that last round. But Kai is going to get it figured out. Clyde's one of our better players here. And that is how tournament number 4 wrapped up. The payouts went out, and those guys had really, really good games and good tournaments in that round. That moves us over to tournament number 5. Let's get back over to the season schedule. Look at tournament number 5. Another 4-round tournament right before our major, hosted at the Blackbrook Golf Club. This was a par 72. 7 different golfers played this one. Again, Mo coming out on top here with a 66, 73, 69, 64. The guy just finished super strong there to beat Pointers with a -16. It was that difference in that last round of a 64 and a 70 from Pointers. He started with a 71, 69, then a great round of 66, and then came in with a 70. This was another really fun course. It was tough at moments, but gave us all a really good run for our money. I came in third with a -2 at 75, 74, 65, 72. Clyde came 71, 74, 75, 69. A nice round there, +1. This course really started to get in Ziploc's head. 67, then 78, which is really not his game. 75, 72, so he did get stronger there towards the end for a +4. Pootie T with a 72, 79, 76, 75 for +14. And Scott tied him at +14. 72, 78, 75, 77. So that last round got Scott. He could have beat Pootie T for not last place in that last round. But this was another really fun course. I think that it was tough at moments, but not super tough like we're finding in this major. Now, the way our seasons work here is we play 6 tournaments, 2 tournaments, and then a major, 2 tournaments, and then a major. The majors have a little bit more buy-in, a little bit larger payout. And then the way we set up our playoffs is we go by payouts, guys that have won money through the current season. They get rankings. The rankings from high to low get to play each other in a tournament bracket style, ending with 2 guys playing for the championship. You'll see here the total earnings through 5 weeks. Mo is leading with $5,989. Ziploc right behind him at $5,096. Pointers in third place at $3,544. I'm in fourth place at $3,434. Scott at $376. Pootie T at $2,873. Clyde at $2,685. And the 2 guys who haven't played with us in a couple of weeks, the Priest and Lax, I hope that you guys are around. If you're watching this, come play some golf. Wake up and come play some golf. I know we've got a couple of new golfers that will be joining us for Season 2, so we're excited to be adding some new guys. But I think that as we've kind of progressed here, it's exciting to see how things are going to play out, like where we're going to come to at the very end here, because I think guys are starting to learn their golfer, starting to learn how to play these courses, and just getting much, much better. So, though Mo and Zip have been leading the league so far, Pointers and Scott, Pootie T, and even myself to some point, we're starting to get the hang of it, and I think we're going to give them a run for the money as we get down here to the playoffs. Look at some victories. Mo and Zip leading the way. Mo just running away with it. Now, he's going to tell you that he's not a good golfer, he's lucky, and that Zip's the guy to watch for, but I think the stats bear out the truth here. Out of 5 events played, Mo has won 4 of them. Zip has got the 1 victory. And, of course, we are in this last major. I don't want to talk too much about it to give spoilers, but I will say it's been one of the toughest ones that we've had so far this season. All of us are going to be in the plus scores. Looking at a couple of drives here, I'm leading the way at 279. Of course, the Bleeding is leading the way, but he hasn't joined. I think he's actually left the society possibly. He hasn't played. He hasn't finished any tournaments with us this season. Right behind me is Mo at 278, Ziploc at 277. I wish I could turn these long drives into something, but you'll see in greens and regulations where I'm struggling. Mo at 73.38, Pointers right behind him at 69, Zip at 68, Pootie T at 64. Then I'm way down there at 56.25. That's why I'm not winning these tournaments. I'm not hitting my greens in regulation. Fairways in regulation, Scott's leading the way, 90.36. I'm sure he's trying to turn that into some lower scores, and I think he's going to get there if he can just hang with it. Pootie T at 88.68, Pointers at 87, Mo at 83. The one that surprises me here is Zip at 77. With his high scores, you'd figure that he'd be much higher in fairways and regulation. Putts per hole, Pointers is leading at 1.76, Zip at 175, Mo at 175, M at 178. But you see these numbers are starting to compress here. We're all in pretty close to the same range, which means guys are starting to get the hang of it and putting much better. Looking at scrambling, Pointers is leading at 56.03, but only 116 greens missed. Zip at 52.94, only 136. I'm way up there at 189. Greens missed at 48.15. That's what's keeping me in the hunt here. Mo again, 115 greens missed. It's not a high number, but he's only at 46.96. I think he's got to get that putting a little bit better, but what do you tell a guy who's won 4 of your 5 events? He's playing pretty good. That's what you tell him. Looking at some scoring average in the season so far, Mo is averaging negative 0.58, Zip at plus 0.13, 0.33 for Pointers. I'm at 4.92. There's a big gap you'll see with me and the rest of the guys from those 3 guys that are leading, and that's why they're winning all of these breaks, or all of these tournaments, I should say. I always like looking at birdies and eagles. Ziploc's winning at 108. Mo's right behind him with 104 birdies. Pointers is starting to close that gap at 93. And look at Scott up there at 88. I'm telling you, even Pootie T at 84. Those guys are closing that gap. It's getting closer and closer. And you're going to start seeing those guys win more in season number 2. Mo, this is what he's good at. right? He's getting those eagles. He's got 16 eagles already on the year. I've got 12. Ziplock's got 10. And there's a pretty big gap with the rest of the guys. Again, I think that'll be another number as we move into Season 2 that will just begin to close more and more. So that is a look at our Season 3 here for Tournaments 4 and 5. We are in Tournament number 6. For some reason, though, this is closing tomorrow. I don't know why it did that. It won't let me change it. But it will close tomorrow. We'll start the playoffs on Sunday. The playoffs will run through the entire same course. We've already got that course picked out. It's going to be a tough course, not nearly as tough as this tournament, the major course, has been. But it will be a tough course that we'll all have to get in there. Only 4 of us have paid for the major so far, so I'm hoping that we get 1 or 2 more in there before this thing is wrapped up. But it should be a really good end to the season. Ziplock's winning so far in the clubhouse at plus 26, plus 40 for Mo, 58 for Scott. And I played absolutely terrible. I thought I was going to break the 100 there, but plus 72 for me. So that's a look at everything here in season number 3 for our little society that we have here. If you play Golf Club 2 and you're checking this out, we'd love for you to come join us. We have a Discord chat set up. We play these regularly, and we'd love to have you come check us out. You can follow us at Grown Folks OC on Twitter. GrownFolksOC.com is our website. YouTube, Grown Folks Online Community. Twitch, Grown Folks OC. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a like and a follow. Come play some golf with us. I think you'll enjoy it. So thanks for tuning in today. We'll update you as soon as this major's over, show you how the playoffs are stacking up and who's going to be playing who. It should be a whole lot of fun. Until then, we'll see you on the other side, guys. Peace.
Second.